Alright, guys, we're back. Back to Hello Goodbye. After several months. Yes, have not uploaded since December of last year, I believe. Last time, yeah, it's been several months, almost a year. Yeah, almost a year. And you guys are probably wondering how the heck do I remember this? It's because I just watched the the previous thing that I recorded from this game to give me a little bit of a refresher of what was going on. I don't think it did much, but it is what it is, I guess. So hopefully I get to remember a few things. Yeah, I mean I remember what happened. Mei and Tokaito had a little bit of a thing between them, and then after that it appears that Tokaito either in his sleep or a vision he saw the other Tokaito. Yeah, like his doppelganger double, and that's about it. Now it's basically I'm guessing the next day. So let's continue with the story. Time to wake up, May. After flinching slightly from me, bruising her cheek, her eyes slowly furrow.
カイトくん、おはようございます。
Hopefully this doesn't lead to
私、
to anything that I need to get rid of again, I guess. I still have sleep. She gives a faint smile. Yeah, having her stare at me so happily was a little embarrassing. It's morning, time to get dressed. My old man is coming back.
あ、
After coming to the realization she has been sleeping, my makeup mainly naked, her cheeks flushed bright red. I look away. Yeah, he'll be here in a bit, so get ready also. I almost tell her about the armed intruders, but quickly used my better judgment. I don't want to frighten her.
はい、着替えます。
Okay, I'll be waiting downstairs. I steal a quick glance in her direction. She's just as embarrassed as I imagine. Seeing that, I smile naturally. A smile naturally creeps its way into my face. May?
はい、
I don't want my old man to see you naked, so please change quickly.
恥ずかしいこと言わないでください。
After successfully teasing her, I leave the room. Okay. Right, as I'm walking down the stairs, he walks through the front door. You're back.
カイト、無事だな。お嬢は
Oh, she's fine. She's upstairs right now. She'll be down any second.
どうやらセキュリティシステムを活用しているようだな。よくやった。
Yeah, but apparently my double appeared last night. It was a good thing you explained them to me beforehand.
そうだな。まさかこんなに早く使うことになるとは思ってもみなかった。カイト、ここを出る準備をしろ。
Why?
ここも狙われる可能性がある。お嬢を連れて移動する。
It might be already to be too late.
何
But how far into the future was that scene I saw? I don't know. But I do know one thing. They're going to arrive right as we're about to escape. Okay, oh yeah, I remember. He did have a vision of apparently the future. Leaving isn't an option, so we need to focus on formulating a counterattack.
どういうことだ
Hostiles are incoming.
セキュリティに引っかかっているのか
No, but in the next 10 minutes, a bunch of armed hostiles will be at our doorstep, and I don't think they'll give one damn about our security system. We don't have the time to leave before they get here.
隠密行動を取る必要のない連中ということか。隠し通路は
I leaned into my memories of the future for an answer. They hadn't found the passage, but it won't do anything to minimize the danger we're in. No, but it's not an option. You should know how skilled the people we're up against are.
保安部実力部隊か。
I'm afraid so. I nod. I'm a little surprised he didn't even need a hint to get that. The people coming here are from the elite unit of the unit provinces of Japan Security Department. They're a group with relatively little recognition, but in terms of sheer ability, they compare to some of the world's finest special forces team.
保安部は今機能していない。可能性ならばあり得る。
You never cease to impress me. I'm already well aware of their capabilities, but my old man is more familiar with them than any person on the globe. After all, he was one who created that unit.
それらすべての根拠は
On a vision, basically. A note stuck in the rock. Actually, all I can really say is intuition. He wouldn't possibly believe me if I said I could see the future. If I didn't really know that the scene I saw were from the future, I would have doubted them too. I felt almost like an illusion, or alternatively, a waking dream. Still though, I know. What I saw was undeniably reality. A conviction as strong as mine doesn't require solid proof.
分かった。信じよう。
Oh, good. Really?
俺が持っている情報の延長線上にお前の勘がある。奴らの目的は
You bet it.
雪城大統領の娘だ。
Is that so though? Could she really be the target? Or is it one of us? Right then, May comes down the stairs.
おじさま、おかえりなさい。
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. She dressed up pretty darn quickly. You didn't need help with the strings in the bag. What are they called, ribbons? There's no way she didn't overhear our conversation. She doesn't seem in surprise or any sort of shocks. She simply stares at us with a solemn expression on her face. We have 10 minutes to prepare and to intercept. We probably have less than 10 minutes now. I leave the security system to my old man and then have May enter the hidden door in her room. I make sure to tell her not to go any further in. However, from what I foresaw, there wouldn't be enemies awaiting her. Still, there's no such thing as being too cautious in a situation as dire as this. Take this with you, May. I hand her a school bag.
これは
It has 2 days worth of food, a portable toilet, as well as a hand crank charger.
は
You'll need it if you end up trapped somewhere.
あ、はい。
Well, at least she's cooperative. She takes the supplies with no questions asked. Go on in now.
あの、
This would be the last time we see each other. Goodbye. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just exaggerating right now. Let me see how this works. Yeah, I doubt it. This is the last time we see each other. Remember what I told you. The shortcut is in there, so last resort. Just stay right behind this door.
はい。
I wonder if the shortcut has been compromised, though. Directly behind the door is a hidden room. It's a tiny shelter with enough area to hold one person. I know it's only a small consolation, but at the very least she won't be injured here. She had the bare minimum to ensure survival.
カイトくん、私はここで待っていればいいのでしょうか。
Yeah, right there.
カイトくんをですか？
I'll come back for you, I promise.
はい。待ってます。
Well, at least she's... Like I said, she doesn't really ask many questions. It won't be long, just about 20 or so minutes.
はい。ここは暗いので、早く迎えに来てください。
Does she have any, like, cell phone with her or something? Does she? Doubt it. I know, I don't want to leave you all by yourself.
私もカイトくんを一人にさせません。
Thank you. That's reassuring.
よく言われます。私がこう言うと心強いって。みんな心強いって言ってくれます。
That's because you are, May.
だから早く戻ってきてください。
I will, don't worry.
はい。待ってます。カ カイト君を待つのならどれだけ長くても待てます。
Well,
だから
I'll try.
早く迎えに来てください。
I'll try. I'll try. I will. I imagine she herself is fully aware of the contradictions to her words, but she have not been able to stop herself from saying it. This could very well be our final farewell. Depending on what happens in just a few minutes from now, we could never see each other again. And if I keep using my ability to see into the future, there's a chance I could forget her and all the time we spent together. I might not even be able to hold off the people who've come here after her. Now my question is though, if you don't return for whatever reason, can she leave that room? Or is that room like locked from the front? So she'll be there and stuck there? She wouldn't be able to escape? Well, no, there is a passage in it. So there is a secret escape. Okay, never mind. So she won't be able to get trapped there. Okay. So even if it does get like locked from the front, there is a passage in the back somewhere in that room. So technically, she could still escape unless both entrances are compromised. Everything's gonna be alright, May. I hope I'm able to muster a genuine enough smile for her. Am I smiling because I truly believe we'll see each other again, or am I managing to convince her of that? I'll see you soon.
必ず。
After that brief exchange of words, I slowly bring the doors to a close. May is no longer within my sight. She's just beyond those thick doors. I've seen enough of the future at this point to start losing my memories. That's why she's there. So then, what's the purpose is there in that? Well, there's something I have to decide right here and now. Oh no, don't tell me I have to choose something. Well, even if I lose every last memory, I will protect her. And my old man is waiting for me back at the first floor. I successfully hidden May in the secret room. What's the situation looking like at your end?
セキュリティに変化はない。だが、セキュリティに引っかかった瞬間に銃弾が飛んでくるだろう。
God only knows long it would take law enforcement to get here once the alarm alerts the authorities. Should we call them prior then? Considering what happened with the bridge, I doubt were their number one priority. If these intruders are fully armed squad of a dozen or so men, as we believe, they would more than likely be able to accomplish what they set out to do before help arrives.
問題は我々がどこで迎え撃つかだ。考えてみたが、物量人数ともに圧倒的に足りない。
What can we do then?
向こうが知らない情報がある。それはお前が今ここにいることだ。
Oh, okay, so they don't know I'm here? But are you sure about that? Yeah, I figured that
敵の
out.
強引な方法はこちらの戦力を完全に把握しているがゆえの作戦だろう。ならばその勘違いをつく。
So instead of one person, two people, I guess. Which means we want the surprise attack then.
そうだ。俺が攻める。カイトはサポートに入れ。
This man never changes. I've always just been another soldier to him, but I wouldn't honestly have it any other way. The enemy is basically planning a full front assault. However, this doesn't mean that they'll only attack from one direction. More than likely, they'll station a few of their men to block off any escape routes, then surround the mansion and burst through the front doors. This is the standard procedure for securing buildings in the Elite Unit's manual, which is why I make a decision. We can't, that won't work.
守るか。守りきれる戦力ではないのは明白だ。
I know, but I have a plan. I'll make use of one of my premonitions to neutralize every last one of them. Our enemies are part of an elite squadron. They have a skills and coordinations take down any enemy. Instead, we'll have to be the aggressors and turn the tables on them. I'm gonna go in and try to neutralize as many of them as I can, so I want you to cover me. Well, wow, okay. I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's my intuition telling me to do so.
死ぬ気はないのはわかる。だが お前は
I mean, he did say that he would do anything to protect May, so if that means even getting killed, I guess you have to understand this is our only shot. Well, he caved in. He heaves a heavy sigh.
老いたのかと思ったが違うな。お前が変わったのか。
Thanks,
かわい
Dad.
そうだ息子よ。
Thanks, Dad. Hey, you're no old. What? I don't know how to say that just yet. That's why I need you to have my back.
わかった。受けよう。だが、目的は見失ってないか。
Oh, protect Mate at all costs.
見失っているぞ。そして、
Yeah,
お前の身も
that's true.
守ることだ。
That's true. If you don't protect yourself, you cannot protect May. To be able to protect May, you have to protect yourselves. Yeah, that makes sense. After a brief consent to the plan, he hands me the grenades and the ammo he
こ
prepared.
れで全部だ。頼むぞ、
Let's go. I know.
ペイジ。
Yeah.
大きくなったな。
Thanks, Dad. Where's this coming from? He extends his hand to me. What, no hug or anything? What the heck? This isn't him asking for a handshake. It's something he would often do to me when I was a kid. Something that I always hated. He tried to ruffle my hair.
いや、もう頭部カイトだったな。よし、行け。
Wait, what?
骨は拾ってやる。
What? So you expect me to die? Okay. Alright. Wait, what the heck? I shut my eyes. And reactivate my foresight. From the looks of it, the result is going advantageously. So they're here already, huh? That's where we are? I'm counting 11 of them in total. Oh wow, you have the ability to see outside. This reminds me of a lot of other... okay, at least they're in the front though, they're not in the back. At least that's a good sign, unless they start appearing from here too. Helicopters or something. I have a confirmation that exactly how many men are taking part in this raid. 11 men is not enough in my opinion, but okay, oh, they're moving in. Did I just see the move? Or maybe I'm blind. The ranks are also split precisely as outlined in the manual when securing buildings. Their weapons of choice are MP5s and M4 carbines, both modified into compact versions for special ops. These two weapons are the best weapons one could use for a scenario like this. A few others are behind the main ranks, waiting in hiding as support. They're scattered among the garden dimension. There isn't any sort of high ground in the vicinity, so their positions should be relatively close to the mansion. According to my foresight, the backup soldiers will move in ways that make them an easy target for me. He should be able to pinpoint their exact locations where the bullets are coming from. Okay, there's some people in the back too. Judging from the movements, I now estimate there are at least 4 in backup, which means I have to revise my position assessment. There are 15 in total. This many can take the mansion with ease. Now that I've ascertained the total number of intruders, I can figure out their plan of attack. Their attack patterns are growing exponentially. Trying to do anything solo would put me in a far greater of a disadvantage. That being said, there's one trick I have at my disposal. I capitalize on the fact that I won't be expecting any sort of offensive attack from our side of things. I'll avoid the frontal area and slip out the rear. From there, I'll take out the enemies each individually. Getting the third one, however, will lead me right into the hornet's nest. If the enemy by any chance happens to start their attack earlier than my premonition, then I'm ever more screwed. I'm assaulted by an awful headache and my consciousness starts to blur. I desperately try to keep myself afloat. The scene from the future I experienced felt so much real. Also, So you saw yourself getting killed, huh? It was lit up by a hail of gunfire. I even feel the distant pain from the bullets ripping into my body. Even though they were only phantom wounds, the agony I felt was still very much real. Yet I still gotta keep searching. I reactivate my foresight. I have to go through every possibility. Okay, what choices are there? Is there a scenario where we're the last ones standing? I need something. Blank. Alright, I'm ready. I finally gathered all the pieces I need to eliminate all 15 enemies. This plan calls for incredibly precise movements on my part. There's no room for error whatsoever. Also, there's one more element to my plan. I'm going in after a flashbang. Back me up.
Oi!
I run to the entrance, throw the doors open, and dash outside. In the very instant, I gain visuals of the enemies waiting there. I take out 2 flashbangs and lob them in the general direction. Okay. After that, I close my eyes shut. I adjust the barrel of my handgun with a few millimeters and fire off 2 shots. Okay, you got 2 people already. Nice. Swinging my arm to the right, I fire off 2 more shots, followed by another one. Adjusting the my eyes. Okay. I'm sorry I'm not reading any of this. I'm reading it without actually speaking. I pull out the secondary gun using the hand I threw the flashbang with and let out 2 shot bursts in 4 more locations. I unleash bullets in the locations I see the enemies from my foresight. Thanks to the flashbang and the continued gunfire, the movements started to change. My entire group was thrown into disarray. After I finished bullet spray, I sprinted even forward. A hail of gunfire flies towards the location I was standing at just a moment ago. Okay, so he avoided that. Not even 10 seconds have lapsed since I began. For now, I managed to eliminate the 8 hostiles who were going to storm the mansion from the front. I run through the underbrush, towards the men I just shot to pick one of their submachine guns and take cover. In the meanwhile, I shoot a glance back towards the mansion where I see my own man watching that from inside.
Oh my.
After lip reading the words coming out of his mouth, I can only force a sardonic grin. It was rough getting this far. I imagine my old man would be able to pull this off a lot cleaner if he had foreknowledge of our enemy's movement. I use my hand signals to relay information to him. Immediately following, I give some suppression fire for my old man, unleashing a hail of bullets from my SMG as I make a dash for the mansion. He catches on my plan instantly and starts on the front, okay? He's going to take care of all the hostiles, assuming the rear position behind the mansion, who were now well aware of what's going on. Thanks to the cover provided by my SMG fire, he makes it to the secure location that he can strike from. By the time I make it through the front door and into the mansion, he's already eliminated 4 of the hostiles. There were only 4 in the back. That makes 12 down. So 3 more. We've completely discredited the group's chain of command, but the real battle only begins now. I never made it past this stage of any of my premonitions. I would always be down by a certain attack by the enemy every time. The last enemy standing would start lobbing grenades towards the mansion. The rest of the squadron would wipe out. It meant he could act without the rear of friendly fire. Considering that they are an elite squad, their objective coming in will have only been one thing: to kidnap the president's daughter, and Yukishiro. At this point, however, the objective has changed. It now becomes an eliminate. Okay, so it's not to kill. My job starting at this point onward is to find a way to prevent that. I have to find the correct path to the objective among many present to me. Right after I hear my old man's fire his 8th round, that is when I find my answer. I exit the entrance of the main mansion again. I don't run, but instead walk. I take a casual stroll as I spray bullets from my SMG. I can only imagine the look that'll likely be on my old man's face after he finishes neutralizing his 4 targets. This would be a suicide run even for someone of this caliber. But my surprise attack is effective. I now gain visual confirmation that I attracted the condition of one with the M203 grenade launcher equipped with this rifle. I already know where the rest of my friends are located. Of his friends. Bullet rained down upon me from their location. With each step I take, I search the correct path to get us out of this mess. I search for the next steps required to take me there. I wince as one of the bullets grazes my head. Oh wow, okay, the inside of my head starts to boil. I feel my consciousness slowly slipping away from me. I get my head together through my willpower and pull out a pistol in each hand. I have to use my foresight even now. Even the slightest errors will spell instant death. In the midst of all the life and death situation, I keep my movements quick and efficient. I regulate the movement of every single cell within my body. I move around, gaining visual confirmation on each safe location given to me through my foresight. My every motion calculated down to the minutest of scale. I now taken 10 steps since leaving the entrance. 10 steps? Wow, how long is this gonna take? I take another 8 steps, braving through the rain of gunfire before readying my pistols and firing. I put bullets in both shoulders of the man with a grenade launcher. Wow. Just getting to that had taken several hours of simulations in my head. My old man taking notice of what I had done quickly eliminates the remaining few hostiles. With this, we're now succeeding in neutralizing all 15 of them. It hasn't been but 10 or so minutes since I left the mansion initially. Okay. Just as I was on the verge of collapsing, he lifts me up and brings me back into the mansion. My mind fuzzy, I take a huge breath of air and send oxygen to my brain.
ペイジ、お前、一体何をした？
Kyoto people should be surprised, especially considering his deadly precise movements in the middle of the showdown. It's lower now. Their leaders should have been among one of the last ones you took out. If you could take care of the disarming them, that'd be great.
分かった。お前は休んでいろ。
With that, he exits the mansion. Okay, it feels as though my consciousness is slowly being whittled away. Darkness starts to creep in, hungering for my memories. No, not yet. I still have to let May know. Kiritake Shido leaves the mansion, pistol in hand, to take down the enemies that still remain living. Some had their shoulders destroyed, others their arms or legs, but none of them were KIA. More than likely, Kaito had kept each of their targets he neutralized alive.
あいつ。
Shido finds himself in awe of how magnificently well the boy he praised had carried out his mission. A member of the Special Forces could never simply neutralize a target and call it a day. There's always something to be gained after confrontation, and every capable soldier had to excel at not killing their target. A living person can provide a wealth of information, whereas a corpse, needless to say, can't speak.
さて、尋問だな。
The man he has before him is the man who seems to be the leader of the group. Both of his arms have been destroyed.
洗いざらい吐いてもらうぞ。
I made it to her room. Oh, please don't tell me that she got taken. The inside has changed some, or no, I've just forgotten how it looks like. I noticed a tea set on one of the shelves. I noticed she received it on her birthday, but who gave it to her? I know that she received the cabinet on her birthday too. I remember that, but nothing else. As I swallow the names that were caught in my throat, the darkness envelops me. That's right, it's her. The girl that I liked. I regretted the fact that I liked her. I know that I can't change that past, but I still can't help but regret it. I felt bad about it. I always thought about apologizing to her. She might frown upon hearing me apologize, or she might smile and forgive me. I didn't care what she did, I just wanted to apologize. I wronged her. I wronged that poor girl who was trying her hardest to live an honest, fulfilling life. I was, she calling me?
頭部カイトだろ
I draw my gun. Right before me is him. It's you.
俺か？俺は誰だ？
What?
俺はお前だ。東部カイトかもしれないし、違うかもしれない。
What the hell are you saying? My name is... What's this Tobu Kaito? I know I've seen this guy standing here before. I met right before this whole commotion began. We met. So then, was he lurking around somewhere in the mansion during all of this? I know I met him another time, much longer ago, but when was that? He was in the middle of some hellscape, raging flames slashing at his skin. I should have shot him back then. If I did, I could have avoided this confrontation. The girl whose name I can't remember, she wouldn't have had to live through this nightmare. So you're the one responsible for all this?
俺が？それは傑作だ。
I'll shoot.
撃って、それから？それからどうする？
I'll shoot until you stop moving. Then it'll be over.
俺を撃つことでお前は東部カイトとしてのアイデンティティを得られるのか？
I don't know. I don't want anything from you. This is a gun, and guns are tools meant to kill people.
そうか、分かってるじゃないか。撃てよ東部カイト。そして奪い奪われろ。
You don't have to tell me. A sense of agitation mixes in with the feeling of my memories being erased. All I have to do is pull the trigger. So long as my barrel is aimed at the person standing before me, the bullet will do the rest of the work for me. It's the same thing that I just got finished doing. But this time I wouldn't be neutralizing my enemy, I would be aiming at the kill. It would go with his work at his chest, his neck, or maybe all of them. I hear a vaguely familiar voice. Who's that?
どうした？撃たないのか？
Oh, don't worry, I will, but someone's calling me. There it is again. I strain my ears to listen closer. I focus entirely on hearing the person saying,
目を覚ましてください。
Wait, it's Kaito. Right. That's the alias I used. But who would be calling me that?
お願い。
I had a pleasant ring to it. It feels like nice to hear this person calling me by the name. I'm Kaito, Towa Kaito.
目を覚まして。
Her name is Mei, Yukishiro Mei. Mei, where are you?
おい、忘れてないか？俺が。
I didn't forget. I gave my gun train on him. My finger is still hooked around the trigger. I won't let you kill Mei, you bastard.
殺させない？見当違いも甚だしい。俺は殺さないぜ。殺すのはお前だ。さあ、殺すといい。それでお前が得られるのなら。
I won't let you kill Mei. Right as I'm about to pull the trigger,
ここには誰もいない。いないの。
what?
Hmm.
The person's figure grows hazy, then gradually fades away. What the hell? It can't be. The other person just here was an illusion. No, there's someone there. Someone. I remove my finger from the trigger, and I slowly lower my gun. And the distance standing before me is none other than her.
カイト君。
Mei. It's Mei. I hadn't been able to see her, only hear her voice, but I know now. The one I had pointing the barrel at gun, finger on the trigger was Mei. I was almost about to kill her. She was the one I had to direct my rage and fury towards, not him. My body starts to shake violently. It was moments away from pulling the trigger. Damn it, stop. My body won't stop shaking. It's so excessive that I can't even hold my gun.
カイト君、大丈夫ですか？
She reaches a hand out towards me. The hand which I had been holding, the which I should have taken. I won't ever let go of it again. So I reach out to her hand and take it. Oh, May, thank God. No matter how long I held out onto her hand, the shaking won't stop.
カイトくん、ありがとう。
Don't say it, Dad. I had a gun, I pointed at you. That was just something I could never take back. Even if I lost everything else, she was the one thing I didn't want to lose, yet I almost killed her with my own 2 hands.
カイトくん、よかった。
Like I feel warmth of her meeting through me as she squeezes my hand. Gradually, the shaking subsides. This girl is the purest thing on this earth. I swear on it, I had sworn to myself that I protect her and she had saved me instead. My faded memories start to come back into focus. They hit me like rays of warm sunlight. Sotome Suguri was the one who gave her that tea set. Rindo Natsume was the one who made the shelves for her. And the girl reaching out her hand to me right now is Yubishiro Mei. The memories of the time we spent together come rushing back to me. Mei, thank God.
カイトくん、怪我は？
No.
よかった。
She brings me into a warm embrace. I feel as though I could fall at any moment, but I have her there to support me. I'm absolutely pathetic. She shakes her head slowly. Seeing the reaction fills me with
よ
joy.
かった。カイトくん、本当によかった。
That sigh of relief sinks into the very depths of my heart. Every time she says my name, Kaito, my body feels a bliss like heaven on earth. Nay, thank you.
はい。私もカイトくんが来てくれて本当によかった。
I suddenly remember. There is a reason why I came here. We're leaving now, May. You don't need any of your belongings, so let's go.
はい。
She releases me from her embrace and steps back. What was that? Picking up the handgun I threw down earlier, I take May's hand and start running. Hey, what just rushing down the stairs? I can tell something isn't right as soon as I see my old man's back. He got shot, huh? Under normal circumstances, he would never let anyone get the jump on him, but right now he looks like a sitting duck.
おじさま。
Okay. Her eyes flip wide open as she sees the man lying on the floor next to him.
お嬢、こっちを見るな。
Oh, you killed someone else. Oh, okay, he's okay. After taking notice of our presence, he hides the man's face. The man is clutching a pistol with his hand, and judging from the blood splattering on his weapon, I see it was a suicide. Okay, I get it now. So he didn't want to speak, so he took his own life. Okay. My old man had covered the bullet wound. What happened here? He looked at me, then looked at May. After a brief second, he looks at the floor. This is a strange behavior of him. I've never seen him act like this before.
おじさま。どうしたのですか？
すまない。とてもお前たちの顔を見て話せない。だが、知らせざるを得ない。
After a brief moment of silence, he speaks in a solemn, hushed voice.
ジョージさんがこいつらの仲間に襲われた。
Oh, okay. So her dad is dead. He overheard this news from the radio that one of our attackers had on them. The terrorists had successfully succeeded in their assassination attempt on the newly elected president. Now to wind back the clock. Should I stop here? Should I stop here and finish the flashback? Maybe I should finish the flashback. It makes more sense to finish. The United Provinces Presidential State car speeds down the freeway heading towards the Special District Monino. A new elected president was essentially being forced to return to Morino by the evening after finishing the official duties of the day. Ibishiro George was barely even had time to sleep since taking office. In the time between meeting with the donors and supporters with the campaign, he was taking all the necessary steps to do on his campaign's promises. As long as there were humans populating the earth, there would be political agendas. There was no surprise. To be frank, politics could be said to be a direct result of mankind's natural desire to improve quality of life.
その件は君の判断で頼む。ああ、そうだ。彼らには気をつけろ。ただ足元を救うことだけを考えているわけではないぞ。彼らは彼らで私利私欲のために動いてはいない。組織のために動いている。厄介だぞ。チームのためという献身は。だが慣れているだろう。だがブレーン内のバラバラの意見をまとめてきた君ならできると踏んだ。頼んだぞ。分かってる。家族との時間くらい作るさ。そのために今まで頑張ってきたのだからね。ああ、では。
He places the receiver back on the hook. After a brief sigh, he picks up the small box he put down earlier.
ようやくだな、メイ。
Ibishiro George was the sole person sitting in the back of the presidential car. He still had on his suit from where he was doing his presidential duties, and he made a point to keep his posture straight. But despite that, there was an obvious exhaustion to be felt from him. Even the driver had been telling him to be needed to take a break. George, however, casually brushed out the man's concern.
歴代の大統領もこうだったのか。
He fidgets the box in his hand as he contemplates that question. The box is covered in pink wrapping paper, and odd match for the grown man who wrapped it. This is a present he meant to give his daughter. Hosaka only laughed at him when he saw it. How long do you intend to keep treating her like a little girl? She said. She may have had a point. His daughter was getting to be a young woman, and she might not need such childish designs anymore. Part of George, however, wanted to keep the wrapping up gifts for her forever. Part of him wants her to stay his little angel forever. He convinced himself that he only does this because of his fatherly love. Thinking that, a tiny smile surfaces in his face. You can already imagine what Hosaka would say to him if she were here. That's the face of a father you're making. A soft face like that isn't one needed by a world leader who needs to work hard to accomplish his goals.
父親か。想像もつかなかったよ。
He spoke as though he were talking to
思っ
someone.
たより板についていたかな。思いのほか、私は父親らしかったんじゃないかと思うよ。
It was impossible for him to not feel sorrow in his heart. There wasn't time when he hadn't regretted not being able to be with his precious daughter, to watch her grow up. But the joy of seeing the strong, beautiful girl she had grown up to be far outweighed that regret.
似てるよ。本当に君に似てる。だから、君に送ったあの指輪と同じデザインのね、あの子に送ろうと思うんだ。少しだけ緊張しているよ。まるでプロポーズだ。これは君の言う過ちかな。君と交わしたあの約束をようやく果たせそうだよ。何があった？
My old man is desperately trying to get a hold of anyone he can. It takes us roughly an hour to figure out the hospital his body is currently being held at. Wow. There was nothing I could say to her. They were just a father and a daughter who loved each other and wanted to see each other again, but they had been rough at that. I saw how reluctant they were, to part the last time, I could feel the joy that they felt when they were reunited, and I could feel just as keenly the sadness from having to say goodbye. Wow, this is hard. Oh yeah, that's his body right there. Wow, is this a bad ending, or now I'm wondering if this is the bad ending or not. I knew how badly they each wanted to be with each other, but in the end, I never got to see that happen. I wasn't able to see them reunite with one another. I mean, to call out to her, but the words get caught in my throat. There isn't a single thing I can do for her now. I see her shoulders shaking from the grief, and it pains me, but I can't help her. It frustrates me to absolutely no end. I can hardly stand myself for being so useless. All I can do is look at the ground, then look up again and feel the regret return. I can only watch a poor girl as the poor girl throws herself at the body of her father, wrapped in cloth.
俺より早く生きよって。
His voice is trembling. He slowly turns to look down in his pocket. His phone seems to be vibrating from an incoming call. He answers it and leaves the room, keeping his face free from emotion. It is the morgue of the hospital, so it isn't exactly the kind of place you can take a business call. My old man is currently in the middle of restructuring the security division, which is in disarray after this tragedy. I have to stay by her side in his stead. I can leave her during this time of suffering. I resolved myself after what happened at the mansion. I will never leave this girl's side.
カイト君、
What is it?
話聞いてもらえますか？
Of course.
ありがとう。ね、お父さんはね。
She slowly begins to speak, struggling to weave her words in between different sobs.
本当に私にとってただのお父さんだったんです。
I know.
でもね、ちょっと前は違ったんです。お父さんのこと本当に好きで、私は覚えていないんだけど、お父さんと結婚するって言ってたみたいなんです。
I see.
はい。言った覚えはないんですけど、ああ、言ったかもしれないなって思うんです。だって私を産んだ後すぐに亡くなったお母さんのこと私は嫉妬してたんですから。
You were jealous of her?
変なのかなと思ったこともありました。でも正直な気持ちです。お父さんのこと大好きだから。
And he loved you just as much, May.
はい、そう思います。
She flashes me a weak smile through the pain. I can't bear to see her like this, even though she was simply smiling like she always was, talking about how much her father loved her. She shouldn't have any reason in the world to smile right now.
カイト君、ありがとう。
She holds my hand, and I can feel them shaking.
一緒にいてくれてありがとう。
What can I even do to her? For her, I mean, a girl brave even to say thank you in a situation like
お
this.
嬢、ちょっといいか。
はい、何でしょうか。
Someone is standing behind my old man.
こちらの方がお嬢にお話があるそうだ。
The suit-clad woman my old man introduces to us looks at May and me before giving us a deep bow.
保坂千里と言います。折り入ってお頼みしたいことがありまして参りました。
Oh yeah, I think that she's the secretary or something, right? Yeah, when he was in the car, he mentioned Hosaka. Despite the softness of her voice, I can feel a burning determination behind it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so they already spoke about it. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Yeah, it's been 50 minutes. Yes, a long time. Yes, I had to make a longer video since it's been almost a year since I played this game. Yeah, it's been a while, or any game I should say. Well, actually, no, I did play Mario Kart a few months ago, but that doesn't count. Yeah, well, things didn't turn out that great, did it? He was able to use his premonition, I don't know, like superpower that he has, and was able to stop the raid. However, it seems that May's father was still killed. Yeah. So at the end, it was either one or the other, right? Get one or the other. Get the daughter or get the father. They couldn't get the daughter, so they got the father. Basically. And it probably happened at the same time. Who knows? Who knows? That's something that we might find out later. I'm pretty sure we're close to the story. No, at the end of the story, my bad. For a moment, I thought it was going to be the end. I was expecting the ending to be soon, but I was not expecting for that twist, as where May's father dies or gets killed, to be more precise. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, that was fun. It's been a long time. I know it's been a year since close to a year since I uploaded anything, so I don't even know how this is gonna go. I'll try to upload more often. Hopefully, if I make time to do it, which is what I need to do. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.